kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback checking. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding.
Lofts one high and deep. He is lucky to get that one back. The last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Gets it out of there for the first time today. And didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. They made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that help this offense stay in the ball game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's looking on the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
They want to run this quarterback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air. It's back. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Deep in enemy territory, balls at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. And here they go on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And you can tell he trusts himself. He thought he could take it off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker.
He's running free down the middle. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And he has a solid game before the defense bobbles him up. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The Cyclones in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job of making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on second and long from the 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Steps away. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cyclones! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And the 35 has got room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. Second and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're testing the right side here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. So you might want to get a little more aggressive.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
They've got him looking to run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right now.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Wide out in motion. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, get those little chunks at a time.
Looking for a deep man. Holds it in on the left. And And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what you saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort at the back end for this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's back. Buys a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Dances away to buy time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Man, I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Johnson wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Cyclones! How about that D coming up with a play like that? On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Kansas State quick to the line. Looking to move it through the air. He lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quickly complete. And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback go audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. Good throwing catch. Takes him down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss.
Fucking go, man.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Take 3, nigga. Let's go.
On this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Neil boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that.
And he missed it. Let's go.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there.
Should have went to the crib.
Coverage is the only thing to stop him from scoring. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice catch.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. He'll be brought down to the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Wolves want to pick up the tempo. He'll run it again. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
A design run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback. If you don't get this goddamn 3rd down,
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in it.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
yeah, my
Play
son,
just never had a
shit.
chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense blows up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Beck. Buys a little extra time. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa State. Ready to try the point after. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody over him. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer knows you can make it.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Johnson looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Kansas State pushing the pace.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll run it. It's Rice. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling it run.
Trying to find his man on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Perfect timing. Got that right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still looking on the move. Incomplete, the defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive line to push some guys back to make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw. It's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now 2nd and 10. Everybody and their brother showing the whips. Looking to throw it again. Unloads it left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the target. Holds it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
35, Kansas City, 14.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Temple is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to James Madison. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. To the air, it's Beck. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage.
This nigga blazing like a motherfucker.
As long as it passes
You know
the
what?
scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down.
When you celebrate on me, when he scored them touchdowns, I'm going to get the last laugh. With that, stamp.
When he starts scrambling, these are those chances when you get those chase down poke outs or hit the QB as hard as you can to try to force a fumble. You got to do something to get the
He
offense
is rushing too.
Coming after it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they'll shove it out of bounds.
And he still can't get my quarterback.
And that's a really good job
crazy.
by the defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra block because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. And the Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. Takes it from the gun on third down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
All because we rushing through, bro.
He's at the 30. He's
That
at
shit
the
crazy.
10.
I should just threw that shit out.
Touchdown, Kansas State.
Now look at that shit. Now it's a game.
Defense and paying it off with the interception return. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Kansas City, 28.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We good. We finna run this bit out, man. I was just bullshitting. I don't know. Yeah, because it's got bored.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember.
69, you hold on to him.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for space, it's Hansen. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll take it himself. He gets it.
Man, that's lame, bro.
First down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Boy, this game, bro. He just want to fuck me. That man clearly got that 3rd down, bro.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. The Cyclones get it past the sticks.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
First down here for the offense. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other
He rushing too.
greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet? It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts. And